Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Just like to start off by saying thank you so much to just all of you, for all the viewers, people who have subscribed to the channel. And if you do like this kind of content, I just ask that you please just put a like on the video. And with that out of the way, let's get right into it. I posted 2 times for different videos for opening up these packs here for Trails, the trading card game. And so I'm going to open up another pack. We'll see what's inside of it. And I will include the timestamp. So in case if you're just like one of these people like, what do I care about that for? Well, then you can just go ahead and skip this timestamp, immediately go to for the games portions. Because yes, this is actually the first buy now before rare video of this year of 2026. So I hope you're all looking forward to see what videos I actually have, or what games I have for you in this video. So let's see what we have here for the cards. So here we have, I don't know if you pronounce it Reen or Renee for young girl, which I've got another card of her somewhere else. I saw it included it. Then Ellie McDowell, special support section. I wonder if I can get this closer so y'all can actually see the artwork on this, because some of this actually looks really cool. Now this one, for Joshua Bright, I'm not really fond, after playing Trails in the Sky, the first chapter there on the Switch, looking at this artwork, it doesn't look right to me. But I'm sure for all people that are Trails fans that have played the other Trails games, they probably don't care. They're probably used to seeing that. So next one is Campanella. Yeah, I can get it closer so y'all can actually see this a little bit more. Randy Orlando, special support section. Here's a base one. Sapphire Tower. Actually, I saw one of those in the Trails in the Sky, the first chapter. For the you see the towers. Izakaya Exchange. And this rare that is coming up for the next card, it actually looks pretty cool. This is for Saint Under the Moon. And you can just check out that kind of foil that they have. That looks really cool. Yeah, I definitely need to get a binder so I can, especially, I mean, even just for these rares, to be able to put them, to make them look just kind of nice. So far I don't really have too many. Well, I've only opened 3 packs, so it's not like I can have that many duplicates. But we'll see what happens with some of these other ones. And if you actually do like seeing me open these, please do comment down below that you want to see a few more, or even if you want to see them as like their own separate video for me to just open up the rest of the packs, get it out of the way. You're like, I don't feel like watching one pack every single video. Let's just go ahead and just do one big one. Comment down below if that's your take on it, that's what you would like to see. So with all that out of the way, getting right into the video for these games that I think that you should pick up now before they get rare and expensive. And the first one that I have for right now, I've talked about it in several other videos, for Red Dead Redemption. And the reason I am putting this on the list, since it has a free Switch 2 edition for it, which improves the frame rate, how well it runs, and everything on your Switch 2, makes it a very good game, because I know it had a lot of kind of hiccups with the frame rate issues running on the Switch 1. And now with this free update, now all those issues are just taken off the table, and it's just a really great game that you can actually play and just experience it there on your Switch too. I don't know if you're like me looking for games to play on your Switch too, and if you actually want to know about some other games that you might have in your collection for your Switch 1 that will run better on your Switch 2, that have like free upgrades, I have a video if you would like to go check it out on the channel where I was talking about for those games that run better because they did get those free updates. And this was actually on that list and for right now, you can get it pretty, not cheap, but pretty cheap as compared for a Switch game. I think you can get it for, let me see here. I had it pulled up. You can go and you can pick it off on Amazon right now for like $39. And it's actually on sale for, it was on sale a lot cheaper during Black Friday. But for $38, it's not that bad of a deal. And so you can actually, I was checking out the price charting for this. And if you actually look at it, it is actually like sitting for a brand new copy, you're looking at around $34. But because of the way I have it, you looking at it swinging and it's going it's dipping down, and then it's just starting to, for like the past month, where it's starting to actually kind of creep up. And it's only crept up like $1. So it's not like you're looking like a huge spike in price. But I just feel like as more people get the Switch 2 and they're looking for more games, and these games are going to become just harder to find, and people just want to pick them up to play them on their Switch 2 to experience the new graphics. And I'm looking at this price, the way it's been, it looks like it's already reached its low point as far as you can tell from for all the dips and for everything. So, and I just feel that it should hold its price, if not go up in price. Not anytime soon, probably somewhere like farther in the future. Now, caveat everything in this video, not financial advice. I say it in every single one of the buy now before rare videos. It's because I don't want people to go out and to buy a whole bunch of copies and then start trying to hold on to them and then say that nothing ever comes to fruition. Or maybe it's not like what they were expecting, where it only goes up. So like they bought the game at $50. Well, the price peaks at like $60. So $10. And they're like, well, I spent all this money expecting it to become like really expensive. You can't really know of like what is going to happen with all this. This is all just speculation, all for fun. So just take everything with a grain of salt. Just doing researching through, like, from watching the price charting, and just how I feel that with the way that the market is changing here, and especially like with the addition for the Switch 2 and everything else, how it could affect the market, affecting some of these Switch games. Now, this next one here, different reasons. So, talked about this and how it's an amazing game. Trails in the Sky, the first chapter. And the reason that it is actually on this list is because not just because it's an amazing game. It's sold quite a bit and it's still fairly new. So the price for it hasn't had much chance to be able to waver or dip or do anything right now. And the price for it might actually go down for a little bit, but with coming out later on in this year, we have in the fall for Trails in the Sky, the second chapter. And so with that game coming out, more people are going to want to try to take a look at playing the first game if they have any interest in getting the second one. And then we have, it's in this month, I want to say it's like next week, Trails, is it Beyond the Horizon? We got that coming out too. And so with the way these Trails games are coming, and they're wanting to come up for the Switch 2, and because the producers have already talked about that, I just feel a lot of people are going to want to get their hands on playing these games. And in doing so, the older ones, especially this brand new, amazing remake, is what people are going to want to get. And so that's why I feel that you should probably get it now before it becomes rare. Because I mean, it just came out. I don't really see this game in particular getting like any type of reprint for, I mean, with as fresh as it is, for trying to get it and fitting in with the Trail series. And so moving on to the next one is, everyone knows this past year, 2025, the 40th anniversary for Mario. And what did they release? Super Mario Galaxy plus Super Mario Galaxy 2. And if you know what Nintendo did for their 35th anniversary, where they did the 3D All-Stars collection. Well, they only released that and for like 6 months. And then after 6 months, it got pulled. And the price for it now has really gone up. I mean, it was like, what, 50, 60 bucks to buy it brand new? Not for this, but for 3D All-Stars. And now if you're looking for getting it, if like a sealed brand new copy, yeah, you're looking at around, I believe it was like around $110, $120 was like the price range that I was seeing for going for. And even a used copy, you're looking at around $100. So do I think that they are going to do the same? We'll find out in like about 2 months or so if they decide to pull it, or if it's something that that they'll keep out there on the shelves and not do like what they did with 3D All-Stars collection. But no one knows. And so I'm saying this just in case they do decide to do that and do the same thing like what they did before. You might want to be picking this up pretty soon, like in the next month or two, before history repeats itself. If it does, I'm not saying it will. I don't have any insider information saying that that is what they are going to do. But just throwing it out there, like you're throwing it against the wall, see what sticks. But just take that with what you want with it. So before we get into the next game, I'd just like to thank you all again. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you to all the subscribers. It just really means the world to me. If you like any of these games that's here in this list that I say, like maybe you have them in your collections and you didn't really think anything of it, or anything else. If you just like this content in general, please do consider throwing a like on the video, hyping it up, share it to whoever in your life might want it. I know I say this in every single video. I truly thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you. And if you are someone new to the channel, then please do consider hitting the subscribe button. Even if you don't want to on this video, check out some of the other videos. Maybe that'll earn your subscription. And if you choose not to subscribe, then hey, you know what? No big. Maybe one of the future videos you come back and watch them again, you might choose to subscribe to the channel. Then help me to reach that goal that I have for like the next milestone for 500. I'm creeping up there. So if you can just help me to push me over there to hit that milestone, I greatly appreciate it. Just thank you so much. So with that all out of the way, right back into the video. Excuse me. So this year is the 40th anniversary for The Legend of Zelda. And these next two games, I had to include them since it's the 40th anniversary. I probably could have included some other ones, but these in particular, I feel are going to start getting looked at a little bit more because they got free Switch 2 editions to improve the graphics and how they ran and everything. And that's for Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening and then for Echoes of Wisdom. And now both of these games are great. I really like this art style that they have with its, where it's almost like it's not exactly 2D, but it's not exactly 3D either. I mean, I guess kind of technically it is, but just the way that they look like almost like little toys running around, and just, I can't explain the art style, but it's just really captivating for me to play it and to watch and experience it, especially Link's Awakening, because I played the original for the Game Boy, and then on the Game Boy Color, and then I kind of wouldn't mind if they actually wanted to use this art style for some of the older Zelda games. I mean, hey, and you can comment down below whether you like this art style or not. But with them having free Switch 2 editions, they aren't going to be getting any reprints, just because Nintendo doesn't really do that. But, where is it? I actually have, if you look it up for Amazon, you can actually get this. They have like a slight discount, so you can get it for $52 for Link's Awakening, and then for Echoes of Wisdom, it's going for $48. But if you go through, and the price charting for especially Link's Awakening, it is all over the place, but it stays relatively like around the price that it is right now, where it's saying that you can get it new for right now, for $43. So, I mean, that's a little bit off of what its original price was. I mean, not by much. And then, obviously, it hasn't been around for as long, but Echoes of Wisdom, for some reason, it's almost like a steady straight line at what its price is, and it's not much cheaper, saying at $41. So I just feel that these games, Legend of Zelda's, typically really hold their value, if not like really go up in price, especially once it starts getting to like a brand new system. The older system games, I guess just because they become rare, and so they actually become really expensive. If you don't believe me, try looking up for like some of the 3DS versions of these games. I mean, I don't know. There's something going on there that I just wasn't privy to, and I kind of wish I had gotten them rather than trying to buy them now. But the next one, it's a fairly new game, and for that, as far as the physical version for it, and it's kind of interesting. But so we have here for Another Crab's Treasure, just from like a little indie studio, and it was released physically by I Am 8-Bit, and this is like the only real version that you have to be able to get this for physically. And if you're actually looking around, price charting for it's like going for $50, which is, when I went through to try to find it, you can't find it on Amazon. You can only find it on I could only find it on eBay. I looked on Mercari and nothing really came up. And then it's looking for some of the other exclusive like I Am 8-Bit ones. Those are running like already expensive, like around $100. But this one here, I actually got it off of VGP. So when they had it for like a Black Friday sale. So I think I was kind of lucky to be able to get it when I did, and for the price that I did. But I just feel that it hasn't, I mean, yeah, it sold pretty well. It's still under 1 million copies, but the vast majority of all those copies that sold are on the PC and like digital copies, because they don't separate between physical and digital for their sales. But for the ratio that I looked when I was doing my research, it was showing like 60% of it was for the PC, and then the other 40% was split evenly between the PlayStation and the Nintendo Switch. So if you're looking at that, you're looking at maybe 150,000 copies out there that were sold. I mean, on the Switch, but how many of those were actually physical editions and how many of them were digital? Because the digital was out for like a full year before it got a physical release. So I just don't think that there's that many copies out there. So trying to get it now is like, before it becomes rare, is like the option and the urging that I'm trying to get, because the further down the road that it goes, just any copies that people are going to be wanting to sell are just going to, people are just going to start kind of jacking their prices up a little bit. I feel, and I know from what people have said, it's a really good game. So for those reasons, I just feel that you need to get it now before the price starts getting up and it starts becoming rare and harder to get. Now this next one, this is like a weird one, like one of the weirdest ones that I have in my collection. And so here is for Funko Fusion, the Deluxe Edition. And so this is actually like, and I can't explain it because it's like an action game, but you can do co-op. It looks almost like, reminded me a lot like for Fortnite or a Legos game, but with Funko Pop figures, and you're going around and you're running around and doing missions and everything, and it looks kind of like an okay game, but it bombed. This was like a financial failure for like the original Funko Fusion. Like it was, everyone says, and it got like pretty bad scores. I guess, I don't know if it just ran very poorly, but it just really didn't sell well. So for the regular Funko Fusion, so when it came out with the Deluxe Edition, it was like, no one was even asking for it. It just kind of came out of nowhere. But the reason that the Deluxe Edition, I feel, is going to be more sought after, especially other than the Funko Fusion, or like the original, is because this includes in it all of the DLC. So if you were going to get one, go ahead and get this, because it's like everything, all on cartridge right there, and you can get it for like $40. So it's not terrible, but I just feel that since it didn't sell well, for one, it's not, they're not going to reprint that. Oh yeah, this game sold crap. Let's make some more. No, but so for its poor sales and all the DLC being there on the cartridge, and just the oddity of it, like, I just feel that the pricing for it is going to be going up for it somewhere down the line from the future, as there won't be that many copies around out there for you to find. And so in this very last game that I actually have for y'all, it is a Switch 2 game. And yes, I know Switch 2 hasn't been out for very long. So why is this on the list? So you have here for Cyberpunk 2077. And the reason I have it here on the list is because, for one, it was a launch title. And when people start trying to collect for the systems, they kind of want to try to get like the launch titles. And the fact that this is one of the very first games that come out to fully utilize the brand new upgraded hardware of the Switch 2 to make this game that ran beautifully, the graphics and just how amazing and smooth everything ran for it. I just feel like it was just very praiseworthy of a game. So for that fact, I just feel that people are going to want to, if not now, then at least somewhere down the line in the future, when the collecting like really starts, people are going to want to try and to pick it up. Now, like I said, this is probably like somewhere way in the future, because it just came out. Now, will the pricing for it come down, so you're not having to pay like $70 for it? Yeah, it might. Or you could just find a used copy. I think the used copies are probably about $5 to $10 cheaper than the brand new. So you can get those. But just this game, I just feel like it's going to be something special. And so something to be on the lookout for if you are wanting to collect for your Switch 2, assuming you have one. So these are just the first games that I have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 games to go through to try to get. Might be in your collection. Might not be. Something to be on your radar. Be on the lookout for. Maybe they might become something special down the line. And hopefully you can get it before that happens. So I just want to make y'all aware of that. And so thank you all again very much for watching. I truly hope you enjoy this video. Check out some of the other ones. And I'll see you all next time.